Bryan, we're here at the Phoenix Cinema in London, and we're here for a screening of your film, your first feature film called Booked Out. Now, it's actually a film that almost didn't get made because the script was actually gathering dust, wasn't it? Until one of your friends, who happens to be one of the stars of the film, who's an actress, read those first 30 pages and said, hey, this is good.
Yeah, basically I kind of written the beginning of the story, and I kind of got to a point where I didn't really know where to go with it, and it kind of lay on my computer and we're just going to gather dust there. And then when Mirren Burke, who plays Ailey in the film, she was doing her acting training in New York, and she sent me an email saying, like, have you got any scripts or anything? She was looking for something to use as her scenes within our kind of study. So I sent her anything I'd written, and then she got on the email straight away to me saying, oh, what's this booked out film? You need to get it finished. And I then reread it, and I was like, yeah, I kind of, as soon as she sent it back and said, you need to do this, I think I reread it and I thought, why haven't I done anything with it? And yeah, got straight on to writing it, and 3 years later, here we are, kind of screening the film. Basically, the film's about these 4 individuals who live in a block of flats, and I see the film as they're all kind of outsiders, and the film's about them finding that it's okay to be an outsider because they've got each other. And I think there's kind of romance and funny bits, but I think the core of it is about these characters kind of learning that they've got people who understand them within each other, and that's the core of the film for me.
And what was the original inspiration for the film?
I think there's a couple of things. One, I always really loved American independent films, and I kind of want to try and do like a British version of that, so like a British take on that, but still kind of keeping the things that would make it a good British film, as well as kind of giving you a lot of the feel of a kind of American indie. And the other thing, well, we're doing this tour just now, and as part of doing that I started looking through my notes of when I was writing the film, and one of the things I kept writing down again and again was I wanted to make some interesting female characters, because I think a lot of films you get there, you get the girl next door or the teacher, and they're very like, kind of one-dimensional, and I wanted to try and create these 3-dimensional kind of interesting females, so that was kind of one of the main driving forces behind it. Now,
not only is it quite an achievement because it's an independent British film that's got made and it's touring the country, as you said, on screens around the UK, but also it's your first film, not just first feature film, but first film full stop. There was no short before this, there was no commercials, nothing else. What made you decide to dive straight into a feature?
Basically, I thought about doing shorts, but I think to make a proper short that was kind of professional and would have taken about a year or so of my time, and I thought, well, if I'm going to put that much time and effort into it, I may as well attempt a feature film. And I've always loved films, so I could imagine how I wanted to shoot the film and how I wanted everyone to be in the film, so it didn't seem a great leap for me to then just jump in and do it. And I think you kind of learn what you need to know on the way there. What
are the tips and tricks that you learnt while making Booked Out that other filmmakers might find useful who are starting out, and that you're going to take onto your next film?
I think it's to get a good set of collaborators. I think I spent quite a lot of time meeting with different crew members and kind of spending time with them before we actually got on set, and I think that getting people who kind of understand your vision kind of was critical, and there was a few who definitely kind of bought into it straight away, and we kind of, created a good working relationship. And I think as a filmmaker, it's like a team game, so you need to kind of get people you can work with well and people who understand you. And I think the director of photography, for example, I could just mumble at him and he would understand what I was talking about. So I think, yeah, I definitely look for more of that next time.